I Choose Foundation presents The Village. I choose style, our favorite things. This month's episode is focused on all things fashion, featuring some of Chicago's elite and up-and-coming stylists. Welcome to I Choose Foundation's The Village Live.
Good evening and welcome to The Village. The I Choose Foundation presents the My Favorite Things, our holiday season. And we're excited to have these great stylists with us here this evening. I am Elijah Tenez, the CEO and founder of the I Choose Foundation, along with Styles by Elijah Tenez. So, we're going to kick this segment off with just asking these great people a few questions, give you guys some great tips for this holiday season, okay? So, we have some great, amazing people here with me. I have Ms. Haji Bryant. We have Ms. Stacey Emerson. We have Mr. Brandon Loman, and we have Dominique Maggetti. So we're gonna just talk a little bit. We're gonna have a little fun. It's kind of relaxed. You might answer the question you've been wanting to ask, but never did. So we're gonna kick this off, and I'm gonna ask the stylist, what is style?
My motto means your appearance means everything, so I mean your appearance. I take out of how I'm gonna style with my clients and build my clients that if their appearance is their style. I'm not here to change anybody, but I am here to enhance them because you hired me to do something that you can't do. So I take style as your appearance.
Great.
I would say that style is the outward representation of who you are. So from the inside, we feel a certain way. How confident or lack of thereof is then shown on the outside. So I would say your style is showing who you are on the inside, on the outside.
That's a great answer. All on the inside comes out on the outside. I got it. My mom used to tell me something like that. What's on the inside gonna show up on the outside.
Come on.
So, that goes with style too, as y'all can see. So, I don't want to leave the other two ladies out. What's your take on style? What is style?
For me, sometimes style can be a feeling. It's all in, for me, you may catch me in heels one day, and if I feel like it tomorrow, I'm going to wear Jordans and a hoodie. So sometimes style can really just be about how you feel. It can be a form of expression of the way you feel. And so I could kind of define it as that.
Well, I say personality. I'm a type of person, I'm an adventurous person, I'm fun, so I try to go over the top. And some people is like a laid back, so you have to give them a laid back type of style. So I think it's personality.
Okay, so I got personality, how you feel, what's on the inside comes out, and appearance. Okay, so with that being said, with styling, okay, we all are stylists. Let's talk the real, okay?
Yes.
So we know we get that client. They come in and they want this, they want that, they want that. Is less more? Is that better?
It depends. It depends. I would say, just adding up what everybody has said here, it depends on who you are. Mm-hmm. Some people are extra and it looks good on them. And that's okay to be over the top. And it's okay to be, because that represents your personality. It gives you people can look at you and say, oh my God, I could see you wearing it. Mm-hmm. And that's how I would want people to feel about me. Like, oh, once they meet me, they know, okay, this looks good on her. So I would say less is more most of the time, but it depends on the person.
It's okay, bro.
It's okay.
I enjoy going overboard all the time.
As you can see, we love overboard. We got prints. This side of the room is just a little print, ain't we? Prints are in. Men, we can wear prints too. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared. Okay, so let's just break this up a little more icebreaker here. So we got comfortable and all that good stuff, right? What it looks like. I have a question. And don't go left, people. We're talking about style, right? Does size matter?
Yes. Absolutely.
That was a yes. About you didn't say yes, but the women said yes.
I was glad that you cleared that we were talking
about style. Stay in the vein of style. And listen, We're in that vein of style.
Yes.
So, with the yes, what's the yes? Why would you say it matters, Dominique?
Because you cannot put, say if somebody has really bad shape, you cannot put them in a two-piece, like a crop top and a skirt. It will not look right.
Define bad shape. Look, I choose you to do. We do. Define bad shape. Because we're going to talk about shape. I learned earlier, there's a pear, there's a square,
Yes.
there's a round. Is it a triangle?
Yeah.
There's a lot of names that's in this world today. It can go bigger. So define what you would say not a good shape.
Overweighted, like square in shape, square in triangle together, like upside down. You cannot put them in a two-piece because they would be undergarments.
So will we discriminate the other shape?
It's not.
It's not discrimination, right? It's just
It's not just-
I would agree with that.
Okay.
Shape doesn't matter. It's your good undergarments is what you do. You can be. I prefer plus size clients.
Yes.
I love big girls. I love big guys because my thing is I show them how to enhance their beauty because they have low self-esteem already. They're like, oh, I'm overweight. I'm this. No girl, we're gonna pull it in.
Yeah.
That's what they want to do.
And listen, I agree with Brandon, and I'm gonna be honest. The reason why I would say that is because I ain't small. Hello, world. Elijah ain't small, but I know I put it well together. However, we're gonna talk about that pulling it together and that shaper. He called it his girl. I like that. I'm gonna tell my clients, you got your girl on. But listen, I prefer a plus size woman or a male. Reason being, and it's not so much about they got low self-esteem. I know some big women and big men that have the most highest self-esteem, and they love how they look. They love every curve, every roll, every whatever it may be. I love my rolls. However, you can do a lot for people that we can say as far as size. So I kind of agree with Brandon. I don't think size matters.
I would have to say that I have to agree that size does matter. It's not that you can't wear certain things, but it's important to know what size you are so that you can wear the right things.
Right.
It's not a matter of you can't wear a two-piece or you can't wear a crop top, but it's the way you wear it.
Exactly.
And so what's important is to know what body type you have. Because if you're unaware, you go to the mall and you see the mannequin, and most of the time you think you can take that and wear
It
it.
ain't.
It's about alterations.
It is.
It's about tailors. It's about changing, accessorizing, bringing in belts so that you can create the look that you want. But I think that it matters. And so from a woman's perspective, I feel like we've gotten into a bit of a hard time with our generation where they're like, oh, it don't matter what size I am.
Yeah.
I can wear this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
And it's not appropriate all the
It's
time.
not.
I'm a thick girl, and I know that if I wear a mini skirt and somebody who has a size 0 wears a mini skirt, I'm going to be looked at a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to be aware of that before walking into that, wherever that space is that I'm going into that mini skirt.
Haji Bryant, a Chicago native, is the youngest of her parents' 6 children. Haji's love for fashion began at an early age while spending time shopping with her mother, picking out fabrics and patterns. While attending Oakwood College in the fall of 2000, she experienced global fashion interacting with students from all over the world. Haji discovered her keen eye for fashion when a major retailer released its spring collection, and it mirrored her daily campus apparel. However, Haji did not see a future in fashion and continued her educational journey, completing undergraduate studies in early childhood education and a minor in psychology. After serving as an educator to 3rd grade students with special needs, Haji began her entrepreneurial career. In 2007, Precious Gifts Early Learning Center was opened with Haji and her sister as co-owners. This was the beginning of many entrepreneurial journeys. Serving her community and impacting generations has always been a huge importance to Haji. In 2011, Haji started a nonprofit, Epitome Outreach. Epitome Outreach exists to serve teenage mothers and single mothers by providing them with career styling, mentoring, job readiness, coaching, and life skill development. In addition to the daycare center and nonprofit, Haji is a wealth strategist and real estate investor. Haji often found herself frustrated while shopping in most department stores because age-appropriate clothes were either too boring or too sexy. In December of 2016, Haji was inspired to open the Fashion Revival Boutique. The boutique was birthed for professional, classy women to experience a collision of class and trend without breaking the bank. It was also created in mind of the church girl who still wants to be sexy but covered and appropriate. Haji is known all around the world as an A-list fashionista that continues to present fashion on another level. One of Haji's big dreams is to open a community resource center where she can serve members of underserved communities. Haji's hobbies include world traveling and fashion.
In this segment, we are taking our time out to speak with each stylist, and we're going to just discuss what our favorite things are for the holiday season. So sitting with me now is Ms. Haji Bryant of Fashion Revival Boutique. And Haji, just explain to us, what are some of your favorite trends for the holiday season?
Well, I love a good fur, like a fur stole. Those are probably, and I don't just necessarily wear it during the holiday season, but of course we have to wait till it's cold outside. But I love a good fur stole. I think it just adds just another level of class to any outfit, and it doesn't have to be dressy per se. You can dress down a day with, I've worn it with, combat boots and a leather jacket, and so it's one of my favorite pieces that's universal. You can kind of dress it up, or you can dress it down as a scarf, so that is probably one of my favorite pieces.
Can I wear one?
You can. I like it on the guys or with the on the collars of the jackets.
I've seen one. I want one. It was pretty dope.
I do.
I live in New York again.
Absolutely.
But yes, that is a great trend. So with that being said, give us an ideal look that you would do for a client.
So my ideal look, I am more of a in spite of contrary beliefs, I'm more of a practical person. So I think a lot of times we, as stylists, we style, a person based on need primarily, but after that, they don't know what to do, or we get these pieces where it's, this for this one day or this one occasion, and they don't know what to do. So I like to be more practical, with my clients so that they can, wear it again. Or, so my ideal would just be more of an everyday look.
Okay. So give me, explain the look that you recently did.
So my latest look was probably, I love knit. So it's a knit, it was a knit jogging suit. I actually have it in the store in the Fashion Revival Boutique. So they're knit joggers. Okay. And it comes with a sweater, a knit top. And so that way you can dress it down. It has zippers, zippers on the side. So if you want to, and I'm pretty known for, most of my customers like that my pieces are transitional, that they can wear it to work, and then they can turn around and wear it, have a nightlife kind of outfit. So with that jogger set, you can kind of you can wear heels at night if you want to, or during the day you can still slide it on with a pair of loafers or a bootie or something that makes it comfortable to do. And then, if you want to go out at night, you can throw on a pair of long, dangling earrings or something and dress it up. So transitional pieces, it's a knit jogger set that is, that can go, you don't have to go home and change, after work. If you have somewhere else to go, you can, it can transition into the next.
It's funny you say joggers. I used to get, I still get teased. I had a friend of mine that teased me, said he used to call them, I have dress up joggers, because I had a pair of joggers. I do. I love them. I have a pair that's like dressy. I got a corduroy pair. I love a jogger. Joggers are comfortable. They're good to wear. But we thank Ms. Haji for sitting with us. Haji, tell us where they can find you. Give us your social media handles, any website.
The name of my store is the Fashion Revival Boutique. You can catch us on any social media platforms there. My personal is Haji Classic 1. And my store is located on the south side of Chicago at 209 East 75th Street. And we are there Tuesday through Saturday. And we open at noon, close at 7 p.m.
Yeah. Well, check out Ms. Haji Bryant. I'm going over there real soon because I have a client that might need something. So I'll be there soon. But we thank you for joining us tonight. And we thank you for this one time interview.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Hey, it's your boy Elijah Phillips, the CEO and founder of the I Choose Foundation. Listen, I want to tell you about something that's dropping that's going to be hot. It's I Choose TV. Here where you're going to see everything I Choose Foundation offers. You get to meet the village, you get to meet my team, and of course, you get to meet me, your I Choose Foundation CEO, Elijah Phillips. Go check it out on YouTube. Come on.
Dominique Maggette is a motivational speaker and CEO of the Maggette Collection, a cosmetic line that helps motivate and inspire women all around the world to enhance the beauty that's already within.
Now sitting with me, we have Miss Fashion Stylist, Makeup Extraordinaire, Miss Dominique Maggette.
Yes.
And we're going to ask you now, what are your favorite things in styles and seasons for this season?
Well, I'm into skirts and anything with leather because I love black. So I prefer something with skirts, prints. That's what I'm into.
Skirts. Okay. And then, like, say, for instance, with new style, like, what's your favorite thing to put on your clients there?
Prints. Like I try to get them out the box. Like for instance, who I have with me today, she's not into with the whole little shorts and stuff, so I try to put her into something that she's not familiar with.
Perfect. So with that being said, let's bring in your model so you can explain to us what she has on and what she's wearing tonight.
So this is my brand strategist, DJ. She's have on her leather shorts. As I said, I'm into leather and I'm into black. She also have on a nice little cute blazer with the little cute top to match her lip. On her lip, she also have my line, my lipstick line, Maggette Collection. And I got her some cute little tights to keep her a little warm and some little black pumps.
Okay, so you telling me y'all wearing shorts this one?
Yes, this is
style. That's what we doing, shorts this one. I know that, girl. I know that too. Tell us how we can find you. What are your social media handles, website?
You can find me on Facebook at Dominique Maggette, Instagram Dominique Maggette _. Also, you can find me on my website, my cosmetic line Maggette Collection at www.themaggettecollection.com.
Thank you, and we thank you for sitting with us tonight. Got it. Let's take it there, because you said something that kind of like hit a chord. This generation.
Yeah.
I'm 40, so I still think I'm in this generation. Y'all don't put me out yet. I remember growing up, okay? And I think we all got church foundations here. And, you know, going to church back in the day, the women believed in wearing slips. Motherfucker, wasn't black and white every time. My mom was jazz in church. She had polka dots and bows. I was a missionary back. Let me tell you something. My daddy used to be a three-piece suit. We ain't gonna talk about that. But listen, we're not gonna call out churches, amen. But what we are gonna say, back in the day, they had a more respect. And I'm not just saying with the church, but in general, when they went outside. We didn't see rollers, we didn't see bonnets, we didn't see sleepwear. Those type of things that we're seeing now in this generation. With us being stylists of this generation, how do we change that?
You know, it's going to be hard because I think it's intrinsic. It comes from, so even now, and I live in a building, you know, so the laundry room is downstairs, and I cannot even just go to do my laundry with a bonnet on or a scarf. Mm-hmm. And primarily because I'm a minority in the building, but it's just like, my mama will kill me if I'm going down, you know, even though I'm inside of my home, I cannot wear this bonnet down or even wear it to the garbage chute. Mm-hmm. But I think it comes from, you know, it has to be taught, you know, and I think the morals and the values are at a different level during this time, you know, and so it's just like anything goes. It's just anything goes. So I don't know. We can model it, but a lot of times it just comes from within, where you know what you're taught, your core values, your core beliefs. Yes. I mean, and sometimes it's a cultural thing too, because I went to HBCU, so we never wore pajama pants to class. Come on. No. But you can go to a European university and that's what they have on their pajama pants and their hoodies. But, you know, it's some, you know, I'm not going to get into that, but, you know, it's something different for them. But it's just, it has to just come from within. It has to come from within, and then it has to be taught because I think it's a moral standard. And I can look at you and be around certain people all day, but if mama doing it at home or if it's okay, then it doesn't mean anything to them.
So would we say there's hope?
There is.
Maybe.
I think so.
I mean, I'm not saying because we sit on this panel and we start. We have our days too. How you said earlier, some days she feel like her Jordans.
Yes.
Some days I work from home now, so you imagine how that goes, right? It's some jogging pants and a t-shirt. But and you can definitely rock that. Like I'll go to the grocery. I'm not gonna go outside to the grocery store with that stuff that I wear at home while I work at home. I know that. However, I just feel like right now I know better. I feel like this generation just don't have the know, and it is stuff that we see on TV these days.
So back to your question about how do we change that? You become an influencer in it, and then you make yourself the epitome versus allowing the media to make themselves the epitome of what style is. I think that because we've chosen this standpoint, it's our duty, it's our job to make that a standard to dress. I feel like now more people are like, oh, it's okay, I can wear this, I can wear that, I can wear nothing. And if we are honest with ourselves and we call ourselves experts in the field, we know that we can change that. We can influence that. And the way that we do it is by every client that we meet, we make sure that they understand the importance of getting up and representing themselves every day.
And I feel like we don't have like that old solid like learning like we had back in the days, because back in the days, like if we bring up church, one of the mothers or someone will tell you, sweetheart, that's not right.
Yes.
You can't do that. No, you can't do that. And it's not going to happen.
Put a stop
you need
on that.
help. Are you going through? We don't have that now. So we start that over, like, it takes, like we used to quote, it takes a village to raise a child.
Yes.
Like, it takes a village for everything. So, like, with me, with my clients, I'm very straightforward and honest. I'm not your friend. We're not friends. I'm here to do a job. Because that's what you hired me to do.
Yeah.
So you're going to become comfortable with me like I'm comfortable with you.
So even your friends there come, you be like, I ain't your friend today.
I'm not your friend. I don't mix this.
Y'all catch that friends? I'm not your
I'm
friend.
not your friend.
That's ugly.
So it's basically, I'm here to do a job. So it's like, all of that is.
I love it. Now listen, I know we probably have to wrap up soon, but I'm gonna just throw this out here because we here and he said it. You mentioned church, so we're gonna go there. What's with the style in church today?
Which
Is
area
it-
are we looking at?
We're looking at all of it. We're going across the board. Okay, we're going across the board. Style in church today? Yes, no. Just say yes, no.
It varies, like.
Yes, no.
I can't give it.
Yeah, yes, no. We ain't calling that out churches either.
Yes, I say yes.
I say yes, I'm over tradition.
I say yes.
Yeah.
It's a yes, America. So, I'm gonna leave that alone. We're gonna-
You have to
And
answer.
what's your answer?
Yes or no?
I'm a yes and no. Look, I'm a yes and I'm a no because my mama said no. No, I'm a no, yes. Okay, I'll be honest. Some of the stuff I see in church, I don't want to see.
Yes.
That's just gonna be me, because I can only be Elijah. Now, I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect and I'm wearing three-piece suits and stuff like the church is. I don't do that. However, I do think sometimes we kind of go overboard in the church.
But that's subjective, right?
It's just my
It's
opinion.
depending on your church. Like,
It shouldn't even depend on the church. It should be the respect that you have for the house of God and yourself. That's just my opinion.
Yes.
Some of the stuff that you all wear to church, y'all know y'all wore that last night. If we can be honest.
But I haven't seen that. And see that.
Wait, you ain't let me finish.
Oh.
I ain't seen what you wore last night. However, you seen what you wore last night, correct?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you literally put on the same outfit you wore last night. What I'm saying is, do we need to see all of the curves and waves, and you are before? That's just a
the
question.
people are wearing club clothes to church.
I'm not saying club clothes. I'm saying y'all just y'all wear whatever y'all want to wear, and I just feel like some of that stuff is just, to me, it's just not appropriate. I am gonna speak my age. I am 40 today, and and me being 40, I just feel like some things shouldn't be in the church.
And that even goes back to, like I said earlier,
Right.
they haven't been taught that. So like in my church, we have 20,000 members, and they can come however they choose to come. But it's my pastor, his job is to preach and convict them so that they will go out and get a skirt that hits down here. So that they will get a sit. So it's not really them, it's the man of God job.
Pick me. They're picking me. I'm not telling y'all wear y'all skirt to y'all ankle. I'm not telling you not to wear it above your knee. What I'm saying personally is, y'all know some of this stuff we wear. Can I get the audience to be real with me? Some of the stuff that they wear in the church is just not some things y'all want to see in church while you wasn't leading worship. It's some things that some pastors don't want to see while they're in ministry.
But that's what I'm saying.
So you have to categorize people
Right.
because some people don't know.
They don't know.
Some
Right,
people
some
literally don't know that. Oh, I wore this dress to the club. I can wear it to church tomorrow.
Right.
And they really don't know.
Right.
But
We that know.
us church babies that grew up
That
in
know.
church, you know that you should not wear. And some of us got stuff that you just, no matter what you put on, you can see. But you know, like if I'm wearing this to the club, I shouldn't be wearing this to church. Or if my butt is, I need to cover it up.
Because I didn't grow up in church and I didn't know how to dress, but the word convicted me to change. Okay,
Correct.
now the skirt got to get a little longer. So I don't think it's really the people. It's about the pastor that helps them to get to the point of the word.
So maybe I should have said not these new babes that don't know nothing about church. I should say us that's sitting up here, and now you, because you in the church, you in the body.
Right.
So you know what to do and what not to do. Right. So you wouldn't wear that top to church, right?
Absolutely not.
With
Look
over
at him.
over that white shirt, why not?
This is just me being a little me that I am of the IQ Foundation. I'm here to stir the pot.
I think that's fine.
So guess what? Let me share y'all. Let me share something with y'all. I'm just the I Choose Foundation CEO, and I just like to stir the pot. That's all I'm doing. I'm not saying anything to agree with y'all. I'm not disagreeing with y'all. I'm just stirring the pot because it looks good for TV.
Stacy Lynn Emerson, born in Chicago, Illinois, and raised with strong Christian values and beliefs, began her walk into entrepreneurship at the age of 23 when she started her online clothing store. Stacy is a multifaceted young woman with a keen eye for fashion and a love for people. She received her bachelor's degree in kinesiology and associate's degree as a licensed physical therapist assistant from Southern Illinois University, Carbondale in 2012. Stacy currently operates in her God-given gifts as a wardrobe stylist and a fashion curator for Her Treasures Boutique, where she focuses on providing quality clothing for the classy and covered woman. Stacy has had the honor of working with many clients, and her work has been featured on Bravo, CBS, and WGN, just to name a few. Her talents have afforded her the ability to work with many musicians, film producers, and many entrepreneurs who are making strides in the communities that they serve. Her mission in life is to empower the world with godly positivity by pouring into every person she meets from the inside out, by keeping God's standards first and allowing His light to shine through her work and her lifestyle. Stacy believes style is just the reflection of your inner confidence. Once you feel good on the inside, you will look great in anything. So she has committed her work to not only the outside, but changing the thoughts that people believe about themselves that create limitations in all areas of their life.
In this segment, we're going to talk about what our favorite things as stylists for this holiday season. And today we have with us Miss Stacy Emerson. Can you tell us, Stacy, what's your favorite holiday look and style?
So my favorite holiday things are sequins and fur. I love sequins around this time of year, but I love sequins all year round. But most people tend to associate sequins with the holidays.
Okay. Sequins and fur. That sounds festive.
It's very festive.
Sounds like something you would
It's
do.
so extra.
It is. You.
And I'm extra.
She is definitely Stacy. So Stacy, tell us a recent event that you did. What was the look that you did for that?
So I recently did a book launch for a beautiful young lady. She has actually like a square shape. You would you would say, kind of straight up and down. So we wanted to create more of a shapely appearance. And I did a two-piece. I love giving my clients two pieces because they can take the top and wear it with jeans or wear it with different bottoms until you get more for your money. I did a layered skirt, which was perfect for her because it gave her the appearance that she had hips, even though she didn't. And then we did an over the knee boot, which was perfect because it kind of blended right into it. And we did an amazing patent leather corset that created a look that she had this hourglass appearance.
Great. And you said you did a long over the knee boot. Did that give her like height? Yeah.
It gave her a lot of height. She's actually very petite.
Okay.
And she's square shaped, like I mentioned before. And so the corset allowed her to look like she had a very tiny waist, which she does. But the top was like a bubbled blouse, so it gave her the appearance of a wider bust.
Great. Cool. I'm learning a lot tonight, even though I said we got pear-shaped squares. They're around. I believe so. So listen, Stacey, tell us your social media handles and how we can get in contact with you.
You can follow me at Stacey Lynn on Facebook and also on Instagram at Styles by Stacey Lynn. You can book me at www.stylesbystacey.lynn, or you can follow me at Her Treasures Boutique, and you can come and grab some of those favorite items at hertreasuresboutique.com.
Great. Y'all give it up for Stacey.
Hey, it's your boy Elijah Phillips, the CEO and founder of the I Choose Foundation. Listen, I want to tell you about something that's dropping that's going to be hot. It's I Choose TV. Here where you're going to see everything I Choose Foundation offers. You get to meet the village, you get to meet my team, and of course, you get to meet me, your I Choose Foundation CEO, Elijah Phillips. Go check it out on YouTube. Come on.
Born and raised in Chicago, Illinois, Brandon Moman is a fashion stylist and image consultant specializing in business meetings, the governor's ball, weddings, red carpet dressings, photo shoots, and everyday styling needs. For over a decade, Brandon has been committed to his passion for fashion. Starting his career in high-end retail by styling clients at Bloomingdale's and Nordstrom, he was quickly raised to the lead stylist, overseeing all designer departments. After many successful years in the retail industry, he decided to start his own business, Style Me Brandon. Since starting his business, Brandon has dressed for BET Red Carpet, the Stellar Awards, and Windy City Live, just to name a few. He works closely with politicians, pastors, music artists, reality TV stars, and many more. His goal is to create fashion sense based on the personality and lifestyle of his clients, with a touch of his unique eye for detail and fresh approach to fashion. Brandon is dedicated to developing lasting professional relationships with clients while challenging them to be their true self.
So we're going to start with our next stylist. We have Mr. Brandon Moman, the stylist guru himself, sitting here with me, and we're going to just talk about what's his favorite things for the holiday season. What's your favorite style?
Well, for this holiday season, this is 2019, my favorite is leather with just a piece of a little print. So I brought my client with me tonight, and she's rocking a leather jumpsuit with a pump, which is leopard print. So I mix them both. I've been really big with leather. I've been taking my clients out of the box, many of my clients like in their mid-30s, 40s, 50s, letting the women know that, you know, it's okay to rock leather. But the key is, ladies, you have to have a good girl. And when a good girl means you have to have good undergarments. Undergarments are a plus, a plus, a plus. They have them for men now too, by the way.
Wow.
And it's just a good undergarment is what makes the piece.
And we'll talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Okay. So
what we want to do now is introduce Brandon's model, so he can go ahead and explain exactly what he was just telling you, so you guys can see what that looks like, okay?
Okay, so if I'll introduce her and let you guys know, this is a woman of God that you're looking at. She's a pastor. She's a motivational speaker. She's a broker. She has many things under her belt. So what I did with her was I rocked her with this New York company. This is a leather jumpsuit with the belt. The belt comes with it. She's wearing a hoop earrings, silver. Ladies always earrings, always a good necklace on. Men always a watch on. And I paired it with just a leopard print pump, just to spice it up a little. And the zipper details on the leg kept that open, so she can breathe a little. But yes, that's what she's rocking. This is New York and Company, ladies. You all don't have to always wear Louis Vuitton.
Come on, no, you don't.
Gucci, you don't have to. This is $89.99. That shoes. That's how much this is.
All right, and we thank you, and we thank Mr. Brandon. Yeah, good. And Brandon, tell us how we can find you. What's your social media handles, your website?
Okay. Well, you guys can book me, keyword book me, through www.stylemebrandon.com. That's www.stylemebrandon.com. Brandon is spelled Brandon. And you guys you can find me on social media if you want to say hi or so, but book me through www.stylemebrandon. But if you want to speak and greet me and say I look nice when you saw me, you can find me on all social media at stylemebrandon.com. stylemebrandon, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all of that is stylemebrandon.
We have the extraordinary Brandon here, okay? Thank you again, Brandon, for sitting with us. Amen. So
can we be saved and sexy?
Yes, you can. You should be. You should be. I don't think nothing against it. Now, if you were to talk to
The audience don't know.
It's a distraction.
I would say this. I feel like we have to define who we're talking about, because the different positions in church, of course, requires a different level of anointing. And you should be anointed enough, whether or not this is appropriate to be on the stage in this, or be on at the pulpit in this. So if we take in like the media of how they've taken the gospel and they've taken fashion, do I think that everything is okay? No, I don't think that everything's okay. But do I feel like I like the ability to be more of yourself? I like that. I didn't like the idea that you're condemned because you don't have a skirt to your knees, because that's not the truth. And I feel like a lot of times we take the interpretation of the word and people do what they want with it. And this is how we started to get this whole idea that you're not saved, you're not sanctified, you're not filled with the Holy Ghost because you're not wearing a skirt down to your feet. But I do feel like there should be a level of respect when it comes.
That's where I'm coming from.
Yes.
Where's the respect
But
factor?
it goes with the tradition and denomination of the church, because there's still some churches out here that are still like Greater Harvest Day and Beans. They're not doing.
We're not saying no
We are not talking about names.
Southwest, Northeast.
Yes, all of that.
We still have the traditional black and white. They're wearing robes,
Yes.
and like we have the churches that are okay with the club wear. They're okay with the guys coming in sweats. They're okay with the girls coming in sweats.
I don't know if they're okay with it.
Well, it's too extreme.
Someone that works in church, but you know what? And that's when we take, not to get too deep, but that's when we take out when we're doing the work of the church, of the ministry of the Lord. Sometimes you do have to. It's no such thing as I'm doing me, because it's all about the work of the church, the work of the ministry. And for me, I sing on a praise team. I hate wearing them uniforms every Sunday. Let me tell you, it burns me up. It burns me up. But I'm not gonna say we gotta wear it on Christmas, but I don't want to, white shirts, black skirts all the time, red skirts, white shirts, black shoes. I'm like, I want to wear some black with my red or something, but I can't do me because it's not about me. So it's probably, we gotta kill our flesh sometimes too in that area. In where you work,
Speaking of this lady that's just been coming,
a lay member or somebody,
we said, all of us, we know.
Yeah.
I know I don't do it, but I know what would I want to wear. And I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Listen.
And that's how it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to talk, we go talk in the office of mine. I'm gonna tell you what you should have not done. That's just how I'm gonna.
Oh, right. So we're I done asked him wrong, but not yet. I asked a great question because this makes TV.
Yes.
So, what is the styling tip you would have for anyone, I'll say, that no one wants to ask?
question that no one wants to
A
ask.
tip, like, you know, there's some things that we have clients and they'll come and they'll say, okay, I want to be this. But you know, there's a tip that they may not want to hear, but we need to tell them. What would that be?
So I have so with me, with my male clients, speaking of males, men also don't know which type of underwears to wear. So you can't wear briefs with everything. You can't wear trunks with everything. You can't wear your tidy whities with everything. That's when it comes to when the ladies can see prints and stuff in church because they don't have their proper undergarments. So you have to tell a man, there's some men out here that are blessed and some are not. So you have to know how to tell them, like, without getting uncomfortable, like, you're gonna have to wear a different type of thing because this suit is tailored and it's showing, but if you have the right undergarments on, you're good to go.
Good
Undergarments.
to know.
That's a great tip.
Good for the men.
Undergarments. Good for the men.
The tip that I would give to people is that you can't buy things off of the rack and expect it to fit perfectly. So it's important to invest in a great tailor or alterations because that's necessary. If you want things to fit you like it was made for you, you need to go and get it tailored.
But find a good tailor.
Right.
A good one.
We gotta have to have a good.
Yes.
We have to have a good tailor. That's important, real quick. So since they're thinking tailoring, I want to piggyback. You do need a good tailor, men. Women too, but men. My tip for the men, since we touch it, hem your pants.
Yes, please.
It's important. These elephant trunks at the bottom of your legs, you can't do that in this season, in the next season, and the season to come. Okay? So it's important to have a tailor. Like these suits, and they y'all know what I'm talking about. They look like elephant trunks. I can't stand it. Get a good tailor.
That means just like grandma, auntie, retired.
Right, even if
Or faggot.
exactly, because grandma she can't see how to put that needle. Go get a tailor. That's my tip for anyone, men and women. Some women definitely need it. Some of y'all hems falling out. If you don't want to get it tailored, let it go.
I can't.
Let it go.
My tip would be is just to take into consideration your body type. A lot of times we look at pictures and say, I want this, I want to look at this, and she kind of touched on it earlier. You have to know that, you might not look like that in that.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we get the outcome and they looking like, well, this ain't what I wanted. I'm like, well, it's not going to look like that on you because you don't look like
You're not that model.
Yeah, you're not that model. So just learn and that may be for us, but to just know your body type and what looks good on you so that you can identify certain looks, or you can come to a stylist and say, I want this. And sometimes that is our job, but they'll come and say, I want this, and that's not going to work for you. Mm-hmm. And you're not going to look like that in that. And so, if you want to be if you're aspiring to be a style icon or whatever, know your body type and learn what looks good on you. If you got a big belly, then you should probably wear peplum a little more to hide that. Or, if you have, so just learn your body type and what looks good on you.
That's really good. Know your body type. And even when we're not present. Because we ain't gonna be with y'all 24/7.
I don't mind.
I mean, I don't mind being with you 24/7. If you book it and you want us there 24/7, we will come 24/7. However, there are times that we just not present, and sometimes our voice ain't gonna come in your ears. So you should definitely know your body type. You should definitely know your measurements. You should know your size. And I always tell my clients, wear your size.
Please.
A lot of times we get off of the focus of, I think I lost, or it's too big. No, if you wear your size, that's the key thing. Know your size and wear it. Don't come out of your size. Don't go small, don't go big. Wear your size.
I was actually going to say that, but I would say per style. Everybody thinks you can wear, I say a ponytail can do anything, but some people don't feel like a bob can do anything. So I think you should know what hairstyle you're going for before you actually put on the clothes, before one of us style you. So hairstyle is important because it fits the whole outfit.
Yes. Makes it cohesive.
Make it cohesive. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I thank these phenomenal stylists that have sat with me. You guys are amazing. I thank y'all for making my vision come to light. And this ain't the last y'all to see of us. You know, we gonna do some stuff together again. And probably again. Stacey got something going on. She'll tell y'all about that another day. And we all kind of like, and if y'all haven't got in, get in her group chat. But I just want to say, for this season, it is the holiday season. It is our favorite things. We discussed that. We talked about that. If you need any assistance, these people are here. Call them. Don't be afraid. If I can't do it, Brandon can do it. Brandon can do it. Stacey can do it. One thing about us all, we all have our different style and our different ways of doing things. But eventually, somebody on this panel can help you. So if you need help, reach out to them. I thank you all for coming tonight again. I thank them for sitting with me. You great people. We're going to get a little headshots and we're going to wrap it up and call it a night. And as I always say, every day you wake up, choose life. So listen, we cannot have a holiday show and the host, don't style anyone. So I definitely want to tell you guys what's my favorite thing for the holiday season. So let me clear this up. I know everybody that came up here so far has brought ladies. Guys, we love y'all too. Y'all are favorite things. Ladies is a little bit easy to dress because they kind of go to a lot of things and they do a lot of things different that we as men don't do. However, for me, my favorite holiday thing is try to do something that you can probably do day and night. That little black dress always works. Ladies, if you got the perfect black dress in your closet, you can style that any kind of way. You can blazer it, you can bow it, you can belt it, but make it work for the holiday season. My model standing with me today is Miranda Chanel of the Miranda Chanel brand, and she also works with me, right? She's like my production manager right here. She does a lot of other stuff for me. Google her. But however, tonight she's wearing a little favorite black dress. She's going to somebody's holiday party, maybe hers, her job party. Yeah. Listen, ladies, Brandon said it best. He said New York and Company. I went right to Zara. Yeah. Y'all think Zara is expensive? No. This dress was a nice little simple black dress for how much we paid? $59.99. You can't beat that for the holiday season, right? And I'm into bows. I'm into prints for the ladies. I love to make sure that they are printed, they bold. I'm a big fan of dots. I kind of like dots for myself. As you all can see, prints are in. Hint. I'm in a brand, right? That's not a dope. But anyway, speaking of my mom, she has on the black dress, giving you a little sheer. It's fitted. She's working it. And then she goes with the printed leopard print shoe, patent leather. You cannot rock. You can rock patent leather. Okay, so let's talk about patent leather real quick. Let's talk about that real quick. I had someone ask me, it's summer. No, spring. Let me take it back. It's spring. Can I wear my patent leather shoe? What's the answer, audience?
Yes.
Of course you can. You can wear patent leather during the spring. You can definitely do it around this time of season. It always brings out an outfit, right? So we found a patent leather leopard print heel out of. Listen, you ain't gotta be always Gucci, Chanel. Now don't get it twisted. I like Gucci, Tiffany, Chanel, all of them. And I do have them in my closet. Praise the Lord. However, you don't always have to go that route. You can take the simple route. And again, just to let these guys know, the simple black suit works all the time. If she here today, he on a black tux, black suit, we good to go for the holiday party, right? So always remember, for the holiday season, keep that little simple black dress in your closet. You good to go. Makeup, simple. Nude lip, dramatic eye, no big lashes. Y'all stay away from that. Like, ooh, that stuff that do this is scary. We don't want to take that in 2020 with us, you know. The snuffleupagus, y'all leave them alone. However, it's our favorite things, right? So I had to make sure that you all remember, stop wearing the big one. I'm not a fan. But I love y'all. So remember, my favorite thing, simple little black dress, and we can make the night go. All right?
Hey, it's your boy Elijah Phillips, the CEO and founder of the I Choose Foundation. Listen, I want to tell you about something that's dropping that's going to be hot. It's I Choose TV. Here where you're going to see everything I Choose Foundation offers. You get to meet the village, you get to meet my team, and of course, you get to meet me, your I Choose Foundation CEO, Elijah Phillips. Go check it out on YouTube.
Stay connected with us on social media by going to our Facebook page, I Choose Foundation, and our Instagram page at I Choose Foundation. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, I Choose TV. For more information, visit our website, www.ichoosefoundation.org. And remember, every day you wake up, choose life.